there guys, it's Tina and I'm back, and I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe. If you're also back, welcome back to the I'm Back crew. Tell me what's going on. How are you feeling? Tell me the vibes. But if you're new and maybe you like what you see, please consider subscribing. We have tons of fun here on the channel talking about makeup and all things beauty, and today we are doing a get ready with me, trying out a bunch of new products. You already saw in the thumbnail, right? But we're trying out new primers, foundations, the works. So first up, Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. We're trying her out. Of course, Auntie Danessa came out with something innovative. I wanted to try it. I also picked up the iconic London Velvet Smooth Pore-Refining Primer. We're gonna see about this guy. We're gonna see. The foundation of choice is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow Foundation. Not my perfect shade match, but we're gonna test out the formula, see how it goes. I also picked up one of the Milk Makeup jelly cooling things, you know, the little jelly tints for the cheeks. So we're gonna try her out. I have some new lip glosses from Patrick Ta, as well as a little vinyl lip thing. Yeah, the Maracuja lip vinyl from Tarte. We're gonna try it out. It's not what I'm wearing right now, but we tested it out in the video. We also have the new REFY Lash Sculpt Mascara. And I think that is everything that we're testing out that's new in this video. Oh yeah, the brushes from Rephr. I'm trying out the new sets of brushes as well. So if you want to join me on this journey of trying out these new products and hear my thoughts, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright guys, so as usual, what are we doing? Starting off with a clean, freshly washed face. It's mostly freshly washed because I did go in and fill in my brows and I did a quick little eyeshadow look. But other than that, my face is completely bare, no moisturizer, no skincare, nothing. So we're starting from scratch with the skin, and I am so excited to get started. So the first product I'm going to go in with is from Auntie Danessa. This is the Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. It's a mattifying and priming face serum. I don't know. Listen, don't ask me any questions, all right? This is all the brainchild of Danessa. She comes up with the most innovative formulas, things that no other brands are doing, and it's always intriguing. So to put water, powder, and serum all in one product name, I'm definitely intrigued. So let me read the details on this to make sure we're using it correctly, first of all, but also to see what the intended results are. So this retails for $36. It contains 30 milliliters or 1 fluid ounce of product, so same size as a foundation. And it says here it's a mattifying water to powder serum that primes, absorbs shine, and visibly refines skin with Comfort Matte Complex, a unique blend of 7 potent ingredients. So the highlighted ingredients are kaolin clay, which I know and love. This absorbs excess sebum without drying skin out. We have niacinamide, which visibly improves texture and minimizes pores while soothing skin. So that's kind of a hydrating ingredient. Tremella mushroom extract, which hydrates, visibly plumps, and has antioxidant and soothing properties. And looking at the ingredient list, we have water as the primary ingredient, followed by silica. Then we have propanediol, glycerin, pyrus malus, which is apple fruit extract, hyaluronic acid, kaolin, which is the clay, niacinamide, zinc, PCA, squalene, tremella mushroom extract, gluconolactone. I don't know the rest of these ingredients, but so far so good. There was also a study done with 30 women. It says oil was absorbed all day. 96% showed an immediate mattified improvement in skin's appearance, and 96% said it helped makeup last longer throughout the day. So we're gonna test that out. Let me see if there are any instructions on how to use. So it says tap and press the bottom of the bottle. And on the bottle itself, it says, do not shake, just tap bottom. So you don't want to shake this. I was kind of tempted to shake the product, I'm not going to lie to you, because it looks shake worthy, you know? Then it says, start at the T-zone, then tap and blend all over your face using your fingertips. Allow a few seconds to dry down to a matte finish. So the packaging is a screw-off bottle with a little nipple applicator. It's not silicone and it's not quite a dropper that we're used to, but it is a dropper applicator. And at the bottom, there's this silicone button that you're supposed to just tap. I love the design of the bottle. First of all, it's cute. We have the bronze cap and bronze base that is typical to Danessa Myricks. That's our signature color. The bottle itself is clear, and like I said, it's kind of tempting to shake it because you can see that there's definitely kaolin clay infused in the formula. It definitely is a water type serum. So let's try this out. I'm turning the bottle upside down and it just says to I am tapping. What's going on? Listen here. Oh, I see. So you have to be a little bit careful with the cap. The tip can get clogged with that clay. Oh, that's not good because it's a very tiny, tiny hole at the nipple. So if that gets clogged, what am I supposed to do? What is... I used this a couple of times before and now... So I was able to free the opening. So you probably need just a little pin or something handy. So you tap the bottom and it drips out. So they're using gravity and a vacuum in here to accomplish that. Oh, it says start at your T-zone. Okay. And tap. I don't like tapping. Okay, let me tap. So I'm gonna tap this T-zone. It doesn't say how many drops to use, does it? No, it just says to apply. So I'm just going to apply. I think I used like 6 drops to get a pretty decent amount. Tap, tap, tap. I'm gonna use some more just because I can. So if you just press the bottom, you don't even have to tap it. If you just press it, it will drip out. And it just looks like a liquid serum. And I'm just gonna rub. I'm not tapping. Forget your tapping. Make sure I get my T-zone, so around my nose, on my cheeks, and in my forehead. I find that rubbing accomplishes the same thing as tapping. And you do have to let it sit on your skin for a few seconds, even up to a minute, to completely set down onto your skin. And it will dry down, right? It's a water serum, so it's not too viscous where it feels like a cream. It's very lightweight, kind of like what you would expect from a toner or an essence. It's not really a thicker, viscous type serum. I'm gonna let that sit for, let's let that sit for about a minute. And I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'm back. I don't know about you, but I don't like the sensation of things on my hand. And that feels a little sticky, but on my face, it's dried down completely. Do I look matte? I guess my skin looks a little bit more matte. It was a little bit more shiny earlier. So we'll go with it. The next product I want to try out is this iconic London Velvet Smooth Pore-Refining Primer. So this says velvet skin is easier to achieve than ever with this cushiony pore-refining primer. Our whipped balmy formula glides effortlessly onto the skin, instantly smoothing out texture for a flawlessly airbrushed look. Enriched with powerful red grape extract renowned for helping boost collagen production for a smoother looking complexion. And this one retails for $29 with the same 1 fluid ounce or 30 milliliters of product. On the Sephora website, it says that it's a primer that blurs and refines the appearance of pores for cloud-like, soft-focused skin. And for the highlighted ingredients, we have that red grape extract, which is Vitas Vita. It is to support natural collagen and your skin's barrier. Evanescent emollients, which assure a smooth application and increase the product's spreadability. Okay, why is it evanescent? Whatever. Texture perfecting powders that give a silky texture and blurred look to the skin. It is your ticket to achieving a perfect velvety complexion. It effortlessly refines pores and delivers a soft matte finish that expertly minimizes makeup transfer. The light as air formula leaves your skin feeling as soft as a cloud. Your secret weapon to stunning skin. Excuse me, let me look at the ingredients. So the first ingredient is isohexadecane. We have polymethyl silicate. Listen, I can't pronounce none of this. I can't pronounce a damn thing here. Whoo! we have silica. So this is not a silicone primer, but it has all these smoothing ingredients. I'm just gonna go with it, child. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna go with it. So the packaging for this, super cute. I love this. Pink packaging with a gold bulbous cap. And then you squeeze it out the top. And I'm just gonna use a little bit of this. Ooh, so it comes out white. On the website in the swatch, it looks pink. I thought it was gonna be pinker. I mean, it's slightly tinted pink, but not as much as I expected. So let's just apply this in the T-zone area. And I know this is not going to be a good reflection of the Danessa Myricks product because I'm adding this primer. So I'm just gonna leave this on the T-zone area where it's definitely blurring. It definitely blurred my pores right away. The Danessa Myricks one didn't at all. That was more to mattify, but this is the pore blurring, and yes, it definitely did. So I'm just blurring where I have really problematic pores that just want to open up to the sky. Yeah, that definitely blurred. Can you see? It blurred my nose and then right by my cheek area here where I have enlarged pores. Okay, we'll see how foundation goes over that, but so far I'm liking the results of both of those products. All right, foundation, are we ready? Oh my God. So I'm a little bit nervous because I don't think this shade match is gonna work, but it's thin enough where I feel like I can work with it. All right. So this is the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow Foundation. It's an undetectable skin booster foundation. So of course they're touting it as skincare infused foundation and blah, blah, blah. So we have 32 shades in this lineup. Makeup Forever tends to do an okay job with their shade range, but I feel like they don't do the best, okay? Their undertones tend to be all over the place. The shade matches also are kind of screwy. So I don't think they do the best when it comes to their shade range. The full size of this retails for $47 for that 30 milliliters or 1 fluid ounce. You can also get the mini size for $22. And the mini, which is what I picked up, contains 12 milliliters or 0.4 fluid ounce. So it's not quite a half an ounce, so it's not half the size, but you're paying less than half the price. So I'm okay with having the smaller size and paying less for it because I'm probably never going to use this full foundation up. And I got the shade 3N40. There's a limited shade range when it comes to the smaller size. Just FYI, you're not gonna get the full shade range. There are only 6 shades available. So the one I picked up, like I said, 3N40 is Praline, and it's meant for medium to tan skin with a neutral undertones. And that can kind of work for me, which is why I picked it up. But also, don't trust that swatch on Sephora because it looks a lot richer than it is in person. The deeper shade is 4N62 Almond for deep skin with neutral undertones. And that one kind of almost works for me. I feel like I would probably have to use the 2 shades together to get like my best match. I went in store to check out the full range so I could see if a full size is better for me because I can get my actual shade match. The shades don't work for me. I can't find a perfect shade match. So it's between this shade and almond. So it's Praline and almond for me. Their undertones are, like I said, very screwy. So their yellow undertones can go a little bit too yellow and orange on me. And then the cool is obviously too pink. So I tend to go for neutral, and the 2 shades, like I said, in the lineup are gonna be 3N40 and then 4N62. So that's where I'm at. We're gonna use this one. And I love the little packaging. I hope more brands do this. Give us a mini size of the foundation, but include the full range so more people can use it. But I guess they're just using the most popular shades in the range, which also makes sense from a business perspective. Either way, we're gonna see how it goes. In my last shopping block video where I mentioned this, a lot of you said that you tried it and you liked it. So I shouldn't just write it off because I have oily skin and I don't like glowy products. A couple of you said this actually worked pretty well, even though you have oily skin as well. So I'm gonna trust you and we're gonna try it today. Let me read what this says. An 86% skincare-based foundation with medium coverage and a naturally luminous finish that hydrates, smooths appearance, and visibly plumps and brightens skin rapidly and over time. That is a lot. That is a lot to claim. I don't appreciate it. Medium coverage, remember, and we're gonna have more of a natural radiant finish, which I'm not looking forward to. Highlighted ingredient is Hydra Skin Booster Complex, which is a trademarked ingredient. It mimics the hydrating effect of a sheet mask. That sounds very enticing. I don't like the effect, but we're gonna see. So we also have some results here in a consumer perception study of 32 subjects. 97% showed smoother skin. Okay, 94% showed brighter skin and 94% showed more radiant skin. Okay, so it's just a foundation that's glowy. Oh my god. It goes on to say, inspired by skincare sheet masks, this skin boosting formula delivers up to 24 hours of hydration, blurring, and glow. Ideal for dry, mature, and sensitive skin, this foundation also visibly improves skin's texture and radiance after 4 weeks of use. The feather-light texture melts into skin and is buildable for added coverage. So, very skincare focused, very focused on hydration. I don't need all that negativity in my life, but like I said, we're gonna go for it. Let's try it. It's cute, right? Look at the little packaging. Oh my god. It's just a miniature version of the full size, so it has the white cap, the white pump. It's cute. I do like it. I do like Makeup Forever's packaging, so we're gonna go in with this. All right, I did 2 pumps, and we're gonna go in with a new foundation brush. So these are from Rephr. I just picked this set up. This is the Liquids and Creams collection, prototypes. So you can get all 3 of these brushes for $36 on their website right now. I had to try them out because I love Rephr brushes and I love that you can get them at a discounted price. So if you wanted to try these brushes, go get them now. I will leave my link down below, which is an affiliate link, which means I will get a small sales commission if you make a purchase through those links. Great way to show your support for the channel. So I appreciate you guys using my links, but liquids and creams, I'm all about it. Look at this cute brush. So this is the BO2. It's a foundation brush. So it says it's a substantial foundation brush that looks and feels remarkably like natural hair. The densely packed synthetic bristles feels extremely soft, absorbs minimal product, and provides an effortless streak-free finish. I am all about it. So this set was in development since 2021. The synthetic bristles are carefully calibrated to mimic the look and feel of natural hair while providing exceptional performance with liquid and cream-based product. That is fantastic. During internal testing with makeup artists, synthetic filaments worked exceptionally well with liquids and creams while absorbing minimal product, had no hair fallout, and was a breeze to clean. All those claims, I'm all about it. So it does feel like natural hair. I will say that. I thought this was goat hair. So the difference between natural versus synthetic hair bristles would be the cuticle and the texture of a natural bristle. So natural hair has cuticles that can open and grab onto product, and they're textured so they actually blend a lot better or allow you to blend product over your skin a lot easier because of that texture to the bristles. That also means that they will absorb product, so you're gonna use a lot more product with a natural hair brush than you would a synthetic brush that doesn't have those open cuticles and that texture to the bristles. But synthetic brushes have come a long way. They've improved the technology so that the bristles have more texture to them while not absorbing the product as much, right? So the open cuticles aren't there, but they've textured the bristles to allow for that great buffing technique. So now these are better to work with liquids and creams because they don't absorb the product as much, while still having that texture to help with blending. With natural hair, they absorb the product, they're difficult to clean, you use more product. So those are the drawbacks, but the finish is gorgeous. So I am interested to see if this will achieve the same result as a natural hair brush. I use synthetic brushes all the time with my foundation and cream products because I don't want to damage my natural hair brushes, which that's another drawback. You can damage the natural hair brushes. But goat hair is a little bit more resilient, so if you get a natural hair brush that you're going to use with liquids and creams, make sure it's a goat hair or like a blend of goat and synthetic. So we're going to see if we can accomplish the same results with this brush. And I already use synthetic brushes, like I said, with my foundation. But the drawback is you have to make sure you blend well because you can get streaks left behind. So let's go for it, right? I will say I'm not liking how my sebum is showing through this iconic primer. It's kind of showing a powdery finish on my nose. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of clinging to some dry skin as well. I'm not loving that, but let's go on. Grabbing the foundation. Should you come in? Yeah. So you see, it's a lighter shade, but it's a thinner formula, so it blends out pretty easily. I prefer to go darker with my foundation if my shade is not perfect, but we'll make it work. It's definitely lighter than my skin. Oh my god. But we're gonna see. It blends into the back of my hand, and when I swatched it, just a quick swatch on my face, it did blend in, but it's slightly lighter. Hopefully it doesn't leave a cast behind to make me look ghostly, because I do have open houses to go to, so I don't need this to look crazy. It's gliding on pretty well. The brush is blending it pretty nicely. And it's not absorbing a lot of product. That is true. I mean, you see it on the brush because it's obviously a tinted product. But I have a lot left. Like I said, I used 2 pumps. And I will say, usually a natural hair brush would have absorbed all that product already. Okay. So medium coverage. Oh, I look ghastly. Oh, I do look ghastly. There are streaks on my skin that I can blend out. And I think this color is not gonna work at all. It's not gonna be the best indicator for this foundation because it's gonna look, yeah, you see, no, like you can see it's obviously too light. I should have gotten the other shade, the deeper one. We'll see if it's worth the effort to go find my perfect shade. We'll see, because if it's just an okay foundation, then I don't need to get my perfect match. So to me, this is giving me more of a light medium. They did say it was buildable, and it's mostly skincare. So what do we expect? Did I look at the ingredients for this foundation? No, I did not. Let me see. Water is the, wait a minute. Water is the first ingredient, followed by citrus lemon fruit extract. I don't know if that's a good thing, but okay. We also have further down in the ingredient list, jojoba seed oil, synthetic fluoroflagopite, which is a mica, glycerin, isododecane, dicapryl carbonate. I don't know what that ingredient does. Okay, coconut fruit extract, avocado oil, dimethicone, cross polymer, and all the things. There's also fragrance in here. Okay, so there's a few silicone ingredients. Interesting. So right away, I'm not overly glowy, which could be due to the primer and that powder serum. I will tell you right now, it looks awful on my nose where we have that iconic primer, which I think is a no-go. It's ugly. So it looks like it's, oh, let me show you. Do you see how it looks like it's separated on my nose? Yeah, that is ugly. So that primer may not be the best bet. The foundation though, apart from the shade match, it definitely is giving this pretty look to my skin, this hydrated look, but it's not overly dewy. Apart from the nose, which, should I try to remove that? We definitely might need to. Okay, I am not loving that. I'm gonna remove my nose and come back. Okay, I am back, and you see my nose? Terrible, terrible. So I just used some makeup remover to remove the foundation from my nose, and I'll go in with a little bit more of the Danessa Myricks serum here just to make sure that we're testing this product. I look crazy right now, but we're gonna let that sit and go in with the concealer, which I don't have a new concealer, so let's choose one. I've been going between the Fenty Concealer and the L'Oreal True Match. Let's use the Fenty today. The shade I use is 400N. And I'm just going to apply that under the eyes. And this is my shade match, so we're gonna use bronzer, so we'll see if we can adjust this foundation right now, because like I said, I have things to do, okay? We're gonna use another one of the Rephr brushes from that set. This is the B01 Concealer. It's a compact and slightly angled brush that's densely packed with synthetic fibers that is optimized for concealer. Let's see, it's a cute brush. It's a little stubby one, but it has the same synthetic fiber technology as the foundation. Oh my god, I love that. And it's very soft. It feels very soft, and it definitely is blending out that concealer really well to cover up that under eye area. Have you guys tried this Fenty concealer yet? I've heard mixed reviews. Some people really hate it and some people like it. I really like it, so that's my feedback. But I keep feeling like the formulation between deeper shades and lighter shades has to be different, because I like it, but people with lighter skin tones that obviously are using the lighter shades don't like it. And I'm like, I really like it. It's hydrating. It doesn't settle too much into fine lines. It blends really well. The color is really nice for me. So I don't know what y'all are experiencing. So here we are. Let's go in with the foundation now. Back on the nose. And I'm still using the two pumps, so I still have foundation left. So I agree that this brush and these bristles don't absorb product. Is it my nose? Is it the prime? I don't know what it is. It could be the foundation too. Because like I said, with a lighter shade, it's going to accentuate all the evils and all my sins, because it's not my perfect match. I'm just going in with another foundation brush just to make sure. This is also synthetic. It's from Real Techniques, and it has my older foundation on it. That's a better match, so just doing a once over. The shade match is gonna throw me off because it's going to seem like it's settling into lines, but honestly I think it's a pretty finish. I just don't know like how much I can judge it since the shade is off. Yikes. I'm gonna leave it as is and just go in with my powder and see what happens there. We're gonna use my Kosas powder, which is not new. It's just my favorite powder. And yeah, let's set everything in place. Okay, I think that looks good for the most part, right? Like we're fine. We're gonna be fine because we're going in with bronzer as well, which is also new. So this is from r.e.m Beauty. It is the Hypernova Satin Matte Bronzer. There are 6 shades available. It retails for $25. Not too bad, but still like a mid-range price point. It contains 0.35 ounce of product, or 10 grams. Not a bad weight. And like I said, there's 6 shades. I picked up 2 of the shades, which are in the middle of the range. We have Solar Storm, which is light medium with neutral undertones, and then Blazed, which is deep with neutral undertones. I'll tell you right now, Solar Storm is like a setting powder for me. Definitely too light, can't use it as a bronzer. And then Blazed, which is the one we're going to use right now, is a little bit deeper and richer. And yeah, it has more of a neutral undertone, neutral, lean, and cool, because it has a little bit of red going on. The other 2 shades, the deeper shades in the line, which are Coconut is for very deep with warm undertones. That reads very orange, okay? It's orange, it's too much. And then Espresso Martini is rich with cool undertones. That's very red. So I couldn't get any of those two shades because they're just too much. And I don't know that they go really, really deep. So if you have a really rich skin tone, I don't know that they're gonna necessarily be for you. But if you're deeper than me, there are two other shades. But again, they lean very warm and then very red. So I don't know what you look for in a bronzer. For deeper skin tones, sometimes that red undertone is better, so I can't speak to that. Let's read the details. It says it's non-streaking and no muddying, applies without streaking or skipping, blends effortlessly into skin, layers over makeup, wears comfortably, feels like a weightless powder, leaves a soft focus matte finish, boasts blurring effects, provides a healthy glow, mattifies without drying, smooths and softens. That's a lot. 100% says it visibly smooths and blurs skin. 97% says it feels like powderless powder and creates a soft focus effect. What's powderless powder? I don't know what that means. 97% says it has an anti-gravity ultra light feel. You know, nobody's saying this. Who is saying that? Because that is not a description that I would come up with myself. Like, why would I say it's a powderless powder or anti-gravity ultra? Like, who are we talking about? Who are these people? Because I doubt it, okay? 94% say it melts into skin with a powderless finish. Y'all are fabricating this, okay? 94% say it has a natural lit from within finish, providing a healthy glow. Y'all are lying. Lying. Let's read the description. It says, r.e.m. Beauty's weightlessly silky matte bronzing powder floats over skin for weightless hydration and natural looking radiance. I hate reading the descriptions from Ulta. They say all kind of foolishness and it just it makes no sense. Let's look at the ingredients. Mica, first ingredients, hydrogenated vegetable oil. Girl, so you're telling me there's vegetable oil in this? Why are you selling it for so much then? This don't even look like, you know, a lot is going on. Mica is the first ingredient, followed by penta aryl tetraisosterate and hydrogenated vegetable oil. Those are the first three ingredients. So I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Does it have a fragrance? All right, let's just go for it, shall we? I don't have a new brush, so I'm just gonna go in with my usual BK 101 for bronzer. We already set our face. Like I said, this is more on the neutral, lean-in, cool tone side. I guess it's looking a little bit warmer than neutral or cool on my skin tone. And like I said, it's not going to be a rich shade, but obviously with how light my skin is right now from that foundation, it's going to warm me up and give me some much needed color. So it's going to be obvious. Okay, that's not bad. And how do I get that anti-gravity feel that y'all talked about? Because it does feel lightweight, I'll say that, but powder typically feels lightweight. I don't get it. Is it light, airy, and silky? Yeah, I'll say that. Is it blurring my skin a little bit? Also, yeah, I mean, the powder is smooth and silky, so I will give them that. But all the extra anti-gravity and all this cloud-like and powderless, behave, because no one said that. No one said that. This is a nice color. I will say that is a nice, it warmed up my skin, which is why I wasn't too worried about the foundation shade. I'm just setting under my eyes. I didn't do that with concealer, and I'm seeing a difference. So let me just set that really quick. Same powder that we used all over the face, but going in under the eyes with a sponge. That looks good. That looks good. What do you think? Like, it adds warmth, right? I'm just doing a quick buff. It adds warmth for sure. And it's a very subtle, warm look. Is that the light or is that... What is that? Why does it look so light right there? Does it do the same thing? Oh my god. Okay, so with that in mind, let me bronze under my jawline. The lighter foundation is going to make that look a little bit... Yeah, okay, that looks better. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Always look at your face from a distance as well as close up, because it's going to appear differently from different angles. Okay, so the shade is working out better now. It doesn't look crazy or as crazy, but just be mindful that shade match is still not gonna work, and you don't want to go with a lighter foundation, especially when you have deeper skin. It's harder to blend and navigate, just FYI. But skin's looking good. All right, it looks better than I was expecting. So that bronzer, thumbs up. It's definitely given that blurred effect that I appreciate. All right, next up, I did it. I grabbed one of the Cool and Water Jelly Tints from Milk Makeup. The shade I grabbed is Spritz Cool and Water Jelly Tint. It's a lip and cheek product. Retails for $24, and it contains a tiny amount of product at 5 grams or 0.17 ounce. It is in a jelly texture. There are 4 shades available. I picked up Spritz, like I said, and that one is described as a coral orange. Right up my alley. But there's a berry shade, a pink shade, and more of a like a watermelon red shade. So it says a long-lasting blush and lip stain with a hydrating bouncy jelly texture that glides on for a sheer buildable burst of color that lasts all day. Highlighting ingredients, we have vegan collagen, which visibly firms skin, aloe, which soothes and refreshes skin, and seawater, which helps hydrate skin and give a refreshing cooling effect. Seawater does not hydrate, it dries you out. What are you talking about here? The aloe, yes, definitely smoothing. So it says, this easy to use lip and cheek tint glides on sheer and builds to a vibrant watercolor-like finish that won't melt off midday. The skin-loving jelly texture is packed with vegan collagen, aloe, and seawater to give this innovative formula a refreshing cooling effect that leaves skin looking healthy and bouncy. We're gonna see about that. Ingredients, what do we have? Water, first ingredient, glycerin, sorbitol, propanediol, again, butylene glycol, aloe leaf juice, niacinamide, I wonder why they didn't highlight niacinamide. Okay, hibiscus rosa, sinensis flower extract, hylocereus. What kind of fruit that? Me don't know them a fruit, a girl. It has tremella mushroom too. Chlorella ferment. It has like some good little skincare ingredients. What's going on here? Sea water. I don't know, but we gonna try it out. Looks like a jelly, remember. So let's take the little cap on. It's a twist up tube like Milk Makeup does. And we did have something similar to this from Tarte way back in the day. Their, what were those called? Those are called stains too, right? Cheek stains, I think. They were twist up. They weren't quite as translucent jelly as this. They were definitely still like a jelly type texture, but not quite like this. They weren't cream, but they weren't as translucent jelly. Cause you see this looks like straight gummy bears. Very cute, very tempting. It's definitely alluring, it's definitely cute. And we're gonna see how this goes. Some of you said it worked out really well for you. Again, you inspired me to try it out, so we're gonna try it out. I need a brush because I was told you need to work quickly with this. So we're gonna use a synthetic brush. This is from Smashbox. This is their cream cheek brush. Should we go in? I'm gonna stamp it on my cheek. Some people said they applied it directly and it was fine. And some people applied it to the brush. I'm just gonna apply it directly. Like, who's gonna fight me? What is happening? Oh, that's so cute. I don't need a brush, really. It's almost like it did its own thing without me. And I just need to blend the edges because the color is light, it's sheer. You see that? It's very sheer. Is it buildable? I'll let that dry and we'll do it over here so you can see. So I'm just like tapping it on and it feels wet. It does feel cooling. It just feels like you're stamping a wet, yeah, like a wet jelly. Like a wet gummy bear. Like you sucked on it and then you're tapping it on your face. It's showing like a little color, but it's a very subtle color, which I don't mind. And I'm just going around the edge of it, so there's no like line of demarcation. But it's very, ooh, I kind of like that. Hold on. It's color, but it's not like, hey, bold color. And it definitely looks different than like a cream blush because it's almost melting into the skin. I like that. And this is over powder. I actually like that. Okay. Okay. Little milk. I thought y'all said this sucked. Maybe on bare skin because obviously I'm using it over a full face of makeup with powder and everything. That's actually cute. Let me just make sure I blend. So again, no lines. But I think that's cute. It didn't pick up my foundation. Very subtle, which is kind of what I'm going for right now. I'm not going for extra blush. I do have the blushes from r.e.m Beauty as well, but I'm gonna save those for another time because I'm liking this. That subtle look. It's cute, right? It's cute. I don't think I need any other shades because I feel like apart from the berry, the other ones would do the same thing on my cheeks. Maybe the pink. During the Sephora sale, we'll revisit. Maybe I'll get the pink. But that is cute. That is actually cute. I like that. So next victim, same treatment. We didn't do eye makeup, right? But I do have a new mascara from REFY. I was so intrigued by this brush design that I definitely needed to try it. So this is their Lash Sculpt Mascara. 10 milliliters, 0.34 fluid ounce of product. What's the normal size of a mascara? Yep, that's the normal size. It retails for $26. It is not getting good ratings. We have 3 stars on Sephora. Yeah, I can see how... Anyway, it says it's a lengthening and lifting mascara that sculpts and separates lashes with the unique curved comb-like applicator. And that's what pulled me in was the applicator. So it says REFY Lash Sculpt creates a sculpted, lifted, lengthened lash for all-day lifted hold. The non-transfer pigmented formula contains a duo of waxes that are also in our brow sculpt, helping to sculpt and set the lash. The unique curved comb-like applicator targets each lash to separate and lengthen, creating a high impact finish. So it's not saying anything about volume. It's simply saying it separates and lengthens, which may be true. Maybe true. The applicator, like I said, is this curved comb-like brush. It's interesting and it takes some getting used to. So let's try it. All right, you ready? Let's do this. So I'm just gonna use this on the base of the lashes and pull it out. Now my lashes aren't insufferable. They're pretty decent, so I don't need a lot of length, but I do like volume. And I'm giving it a little of a booster with my eyeshadow and my powder. So if you apply your mascara with eyeshadow on or you did powder, it's going to give your mascara something to grip onto. So it's almost like giving it a little bit of a primer without using a primer. So that's something to keep in mind. If you do eyeshadow and powder, it's going to help your mascara look a little bit more voluminous versus just applying it on bare lashes and with a bare face, you know? Okay. Do I hate it? No, it didn't tell me I was gonna get volume. It said, girl, we're gonna separate, we're gonna lengthen, and we're gonna sculpt and keep that curl. Now, I don't have a problem with curl, but I feel like she did something. Okay, and the brush allows you to get like right in that little tear duct area where the little fine lashes are and grip all of those lashes, and you can definitely get on those outer lashes too. Like I said, it takes a little bit of getting used to so you don't poke yourself in the eye, but I don't mind that. What do you think? Ooh. Now, like I said, I would want more volume, but that's something that I can accomplish from another mascara, like pairing my mascaras, which I typically do. I mix my mascaras, but this is separate. Ooh, okay. Take it back. I take it back. Again, I'm giving it a little bit more help because I have my eyeshadow on, right? Okay, all right. Let's try that again. Oh, let me try that again. Pull that out and do the other lash. It definitely gets in there, but you can cause smudges on your lash line if you get close to the lashes. The formula is not too wet, not dry either. It's just going through my lashes, and because of the applicator, the shape and design of it, it doesn't really pick up a ton of product. And you can get right, oh, yeah, you can get right into the base of your lashes. Again, because of the shape. Okay, you know what? I was bad-mouthing this mascara because I tried it on just bare lashes before. No eyeshadow, no nothing, and it wasn't doing that much. But right now, I'm feeling like I like how it's separating my lashes. It looks very natural, which I'm doing open houses, so maybe I do want to be natural. Yeah, I do want to be natural. I think that looks good. Like, you can still see my lashes, right? And they're definitely lifted. I feel like they're more lifted than I'm normally used to. They're a little bit more curled. What do you think? That's what I'm feeling. That's the vibe. I feel like they're curled a little bit more. They're definitely opening up my eyes. And yeah, not bad. And it doesn't dry too quickly, so you have time to work. Okay. Let's do the bottom lashes. Let's see how this little applicator works on. Oh, it's a little awkward. Oh yeah, it's a little awkward because now I have a smudge on my nose. But I mean, I guess, yeah, it's not as functional on the lower lashes. So we're gonna let that sit and dry. Let me do some other mascara. What else do we have to try? I think that's it. Should we do some lips? So I have a few lip things to try out. All right, this looks weird. I'm gonna wait for it to dry and remove it. We'll be back. All right, it wasn't that bad to remove actually. It came off pretty easily. So let's go in with the lips. So I have a couple of new products, like I said. We have the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Vinyl. I don't know if this is completely new, but they added shimmery shades. So maybe those are the new products and this was already there. But either way, it's new to me. I picked up the shade Cacao, which is a deep chocolate. It's one of those click sticks. And this was just too beautiful to say no to. I'm going to try this first, but I also have Patrick Ta. Let's try this one first. Okay. It's sticky. And it's very glidey. Okay? It's pigmented, so you want to be a little bit more careful with it. I'm very nervous. This is not necessarily a shade that you want to apply directly from the tube because it can get messy. All right, so I'm going to use a small detail brush and just try to guide that. This is probably better with a lip liner too, to make sure it doesn't bleed. But this color, it's a cool tone dark brown and I like it. I like it a lot. Stickier formula. It feels like a very sticky lip gloss. I like it, but I can't wear this to, yeah, I'm not gonna wear this to the to the open houses at all. So it's cute though, right? I had to try it. I love a dark brown lip, so this is definitely up my alley. It's like a thicker gloss though. Doesn't feel too sticky. Be careful with how you apply it though. Okay. All right, so Patrick Ta it is. This is not a new product to Patrick Ta. It's just new shades. So this is his Plump and Gloss. I already liked the formula and now he added these new shades. So I got the chocolatey shades because you already know. You already know. So first shade up is obviously, this one's described as a rich toffee. These retail for $26 a pop and they contain, let's see, 0.3 fluid ounce or 9 milliliters. Like I said, not a new formula, just new shades. Oh, these smell so good. It's like a cinnamon scent. They're so good. And this shade, what was it? Obviously is described as a rich toffee. That is not a rich toffee. I love the applicator on these two. These are slightly plumping because they have that cinnamon ingredient. The cinnamon smells like, what would I say it smells like? There's a candy that it smells like. It's so good. It does burn initially. So I'm reading the ingredients. It's vitamin E for enhancing shine and adding moisture to the lips, so they're hydrating. Peppermint stimulates blood flow to the lips for an instant plumping effect. And jojoba oil smooths and helps restore hydration and moisture to the lips. I don't smell the peppermint so much as a cinnamon. Let me look at the ingredients again. Yeah, the menthol is there for sure. The jojoba seed oil, sunflower seed oil, avocado oil. So there are quite a few oils in here. Ginger root oil. Oh, that's not good. I am allergic to ginger. Peppermint oil is further down. Soybean oil. I swear, oh, there it is. The flavor aroma cinnamol is included. So I'm thinking that's the scent. But this shade is like my lips, really. It's cute. It's cute. It's a little plumping and tingly. It's a little burning. Not my favorite. I don't remember it stinging this much and lasting that long. But here we are. I love the satisfying click of these though. Twist the cap. Don't you love that? All right, that is a very natural looking shade on me. I don't know what they were talking about, rich toffee. Are my lips rich toffee? Because if they are, thank you so much. I picked up mine, which is a rich chocolate. So let's try this one. The other shade I picked up is Want Her, which is a rich deep wine. The other two shades are lighter. We have Say Less, which is a rich milky pink. Absolutely no way I'm getting that. Milky? No. Can you imagine? And then Need Her is a rich soft blush. I don't need those shades. This is as light as it will go for me. So let's try this one. Oh, you know I love a dark chocolate. This is like a milk chocolate though. It's not really that rich, to be honest. It's a gloss though. So they have a tint to them, but it's not like a really overwhelming tint. But definitely a tint. And these are his more, you know, neutral shades. He has other shades, like I said. The original shade I got was 2 cc's, which I absolutely love. And I got the red shade as well, which is full syringe. Oh, light change. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. So the sun just came out because it was raining just now. Yeah. That's a good shade. It's neutral. It's not too rich and deep at all. I was expecting it to be a lot more chocolatey than this, or a lot deeper. I guess if you layer it. Yeah, it does build up. Okay. It's not like rich deep though, but I mean, it's a gloss, so why do I expect it to be like a lipstick? Yeah, that will do. I like that. All right, let me go and put some clothes on, and I'll be right back to give you my final thoughts. Okay, we are back, and let me back up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's the final look. I look very subtle and natural. I like it. Oh my God, do I look like I am interested in your home and I'm going to make a good offer? Do I look like a future homeowner? Let me know. But let's talk about the products, shall we? All right, so for the primers, let's start out there. The Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum from Danessa Myricks. I've used this before, so it's not my first time using it. It's not a first impression. I think I have to test it a little bit more as far as longevity goes with foundations, but so far, so good. I think it does help to control sebum. It does mattify the skin, and it's not drying. It doesn't feel tight on the skin, so I do like it so far. The iconic London thingamajig. No, not so far, not so good. So again, I need to revisit, okay? Try it on its own, but right now, given like the foundation isn't the right match, the color is kind of off, and I used the Danessa Myricks powder serum first, maybe that's what's throwing it off. Maybe they don't interact well, but didn't like it so far. I will report back. I'm gonna try it again and let you know. It definitely smooths out the skin. It feels really nice, right? But then it kind of dried down a little bit powdery, so you could see the residue on my skin. Again, I don't know if that's due to the primer that we used before or it was just on its own, but I removed it and now my nose looks fine. You know, let me show you what my nose looks like now with just the Danessa Myricks primer on. Turn down the lights. So you see, my nose still looks fine right now. And my skin doesn't look blurred at all. So the Danessa, I wouldn't say blurs, but it's controlling the shine. Considering as well that we're using, should I leave the light as is? Yeah, I like that light setting. So considering that the foundation is supposed to be a little bit more glowy, I think Danessa is definitely doing a good job. And the Iconic London jury is still out because I don't like, The foundation, I am surprised, okay? I'm surprised, and some of you did say I would be surprised if I try it, so I'm gonna test it out some more. But with using a mattifying primer, if this is the result with powder, I am not opposed at all. I am not opposed to it. It's a more light medium coverage. The shade isn't good. I'm gonna go get the other shade in the mini size. Because if I get the full size in the other shade, it won't match. The full size in this shade won't match. So I might as well get 2 minis and mix them to get the shade match. That makes more sense to me. I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna get the other shade and do an actual wear test. If you guys are interested, let me know if you wanna see an actual wear test with it on its own without primer and just minimal powder to see how it fares on my oily skin. I can definitely do that. But I'm gonna pick up the other shade in this, the deepest shade that they have in the mini. But so far, I think it looks good. It's settled onto my skin pretty well, but it's gonna look more powdery because of that shade match. So I don't wanna say it looks powdery or if it's settling into lines, because again, it's not the right shade, and just based on that, it's going to look like I have foundation on my face. So I'm not going to hold it to that, but on my cheeks, it looks really nice. It looks hydrated, but not too glowy. So let me know if you want to see like a full wear test. Shade, not so much. We're going to try it out in a different shade. The little jelly thing. I am pleasantly surprised by this little jelly guy. Very subtle, natural flush to the skin. It just looks like a slight tint. It looks like it could be me blushing. I really like this. I didn't have any trouble blending it out. Mind you, I did apply it over foundation and powder and all that, which coincidentally should probably make it look worse, but it was easy. I didn't even have to blend it much. I didn't use my fingers. I just applied it directly from the thing and it blended out fine. It didn't get patchy. It didn't catch in any place that I couldn't blend out. And I think it looks so natural and beautiful. What do you guys think? I want to try out a couple more shades. Maybe just one more shade. The pink one? Yeah, because this shade would suffice for like the red and orange. And then I'll get the pink one. But I like this little guy. And I've tried it, again, multiple times before. And it was the same result. Like, I'm trying to see where the issue is because it looks good on me. I like it. So, suggestions, use it over foundation and powder and all that. Or use it over skincare because it blends a little bit better that way. And if you have dry skin, definitely hydrate first. It's more of a stain, so it wants to just automatically absorb and dry down. So if you have more of an emollient base or something for it to melt into, it's going to work better. You know what I mean? I like it. So I'm going to pick up the other shade from this during the Sephora sale, not like full on. No, I'm not doing that. All right, that's the blush. Let's talk bronzer. R.E.m. Beauty. This little bronzer was cute. It was cute. It did just enough to my skin. It feels really great. It doesn't like show any lines of demarcation. Like, it's not obvious that I'm wearing bronzer. It just looks like I'm naturally bronzed. It blended into the skin really well. And yeah, it merged really well. And it also blurred a little bit. So I'm liking this so far. It blended easily too. I like it. And the shade I have again is Blazed, which is the shade I would recommend for my complexion. The other deeper shades, they're a little bit more red based and they don't go really rich. So if you have a really rich complexion, they probably don't have a shade for you. I'm going to try out the blushes as well. Like I said, I picked up a couple of shades. So I'm interested in seeing what these amount to, but I'm not going to use them in this video, obviously. For the mascara, I'll tell you right now, I didn't like it initially when I applied it on bare lashes. So without any eyeshadow, no foundation, just bare lashes, fresh out the shower. It didn't really grip as much as I wanted it to. It didn't give me any oomph. But with eyeshadow on, which gives it a little something to stick to, it actually did really well. And I feel like it opened up my eyes without looking too fake, and it definitely separated my lashes. There's no volume to this, but I think the result is pretty nice. If you're looking for a more natural looking mascara, I think this is nice. And I have that lift, like I said, which I don't really have an issue with, a curl, but I feel like my eyes look a little bit more lifted. Lower lashes, forget it. It's not gonna work on your lower lashes. It looks terrible. It's not really functional. The little brush comb thing doesn't really get into your lashes without trying to smudge all over your face. It's awkward, you know? But on the lashes, I think this is great. And I think it would be a great pair-in mascara as well. So if you have a more voluminous mascara, which is, like I said, what I do, I pair mascaras. I will do the voluminous mascara, which is my Huda Beauty one. This does everything. It lengthens, separates, gets me the volume that I'm looking for. But to pair them together, this is definitely going to give me the lift, right? And then the separated lashes. So I actually like this a lot more than initial impressions. So I'm going to keep using it, but if you wanted to try something different, this is not a run out and get it mascara. But if you wanted to try something different, you know, spice up your life, it might be a little thing to try out. You know, I did kind of like it. So yeah, good. The lips, the Tarte Maracuja lip vinyl thing. I love this color. I love the color. I'm gonna use it with lip liner because it's very glossy, right? It's a little bit like a thicker gloss, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does, but it's pigmented. It's gonna give you a very shiny look. Use it with a lip liner to prevent bleeding. But I love the color. Definitely a fan of this guy. I love a dark chocolate brown. It's more of a cool tone brown, so it's definitely a vibe. I like it. And the Patrick Ta glosses, I like this. It's definitely a plumping gloss because it's still tingling right now, but it's not burning. It's more like a minty feel. And I love the scent. It's more of a cinnamon scent though. But I love the new shades. They're more on the natural side, as you can see. Even though this is supposed to be a dark chocolate, it's really not a dark chocolate. But I like the formula. I think it feels comfortable, cushy, not too burning. Definitely plumps, and it smells good. It's not overly shiny though, so if you're expecting a high shine gloss, you're not gonna get it here. But it's a nice little formula. I appreciate it. For the brushes from Rephr, I really like these, so I did go ahead and order 2 more sets because I love them. If you wanted to get them, I'm going to leave my link before. Again, it's an affiliate link. But these are synthetic brushes that are meant for use with cream and liquids. I use the foundation and the concealer brush, and they worked really well. They blended out my complexion products really nicely. The bristles are nice and soft, so I enjoyed those brushes. So I definitely think they're a bargain right now at $36 for those 3 brushes. That means it's $12 a piece. And I mean, a foundation brush on its own is like the full cost of the set. So I say definitely check these out. I really like them so far. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts on the products that we've tried out. I do owe you feedback on a few of the products because I have to test them out some more. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you're interested in trying out. I will leave a full list of the products used and mentioned in this video down below in the description box, along with links on where you can pick them up. If there's an asterisk next to any of those links, that means it is an affiliate link, which means I will get a small sales commission if you make a purchase through those links. Doesn't change the sale price, it just gives me a kickback for you using my links, so I truly appreciate your support if you choose to shop through my links. I'll also leave links to my Instagram and Twitter where you can follow me along, and until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye guys!